Hey guys, so believe it or not, I am actually in Hong Kong for this vlog, but I am not in the typical places that you would normally find me in Hong Kong. Today, I am actually on Lamma Island, and it looks like this. So as I said, I'm at a place called Lamma Island. I've never actually been here before. I even spoke to people I'm staying with here and they've never been to Lamma Island before. We know of it, it's just never been here. So all the years we've lived here, I don't think I've ever actually been here. Maybe I was here when I was a young kid maybe, but I really don't think I've ever been here before. And it's amazing. You know, everybody thinks Hong Kong is just tall skyscrapers and, you know, business and finance, and it is for the most part, but you can take a 20-30 minute ferry ride and be literally on another island. Lamma is just a weird little island just outside of Hong Kong, and it's just surrounded by beaches and rocks. It's amazing. It's such a nice looking place. I'm actually in the shade right now because it's really hot right now. It's like 3 or 4 in the afternoon. Just came out here because I'm here in Hong Kong for the weekend. I won't bother explaining why I'm here. It's too complicated. Let's just say it's work reasons. That's probably the easiest way to explain it. But I managed to figure out that I actually want to do some shooting this weekend, so I brought my gear with me. So I've got my bag with all my gear in it. So I've got all my gear stuff here to shoot some landscapes. I've never been here before, but I did look online and I saw some promising stuff. I didn't see a great amount of information about the actual landscape stuff here in Lamma Island, but I saw enough to where I go, okay, I could probably find something there. Originally I was meant to go to another place actually that's on part of Hong Kong Island called Shek O, and that's a very pretty place. Actually a lot of people do surfing there actually, but I was looking at the way the sun was going to be, you know, for sunset, because I wasn't going to do sunrise, because sunrise is here at like 6 AM, so I'm not dealing with that. Plus you can't get to these places at 6 in the morning. You have to like stay overnight, and it's not really practical. Hold on, I'm just going to switch you over there. I was going to go to Shek O, but then I was looking today at where the sun's going to be, and it's just going to suck. So I was like, okay, I need to figure out somewhere else to go. And Lamma Island was on my list of places to go visit, but it wasn't high up on my list, so I decided to relook at it again. And the sun is going to be perfect. Actually, on this beach here, the sun is going to set down there, so it's going to be perfect for your sunset shots. So I'm definitely stoked about that. I've got my filters, I've got my big stopper, my little stopper as well, so that's going to be good. And also there's, like, you see this path here, it's just this little path that goes all the way around the island from what I can tell, because there's bits over there. I can still see hand railings, so I want to try and see if you can go maybe to that beach area that's over there in that little alcove. That looks really cool. Maybe I'll be able to get there, but this is like a little fishing village. Actually, what I'll do now is I'll actually go back to what the main bit of Lamma Island is, and it looks like a fishing village actually. It's really, it's quite funny. It looks very much like what people think Hong Kong used to look like when it was a fishing village. It's quite cool. I'd never seen it before. I saw it in pictures, obviously online, and then when I turned up, it's like, wow, this looks like a old school traditional Chinese fishing village. It's very nice. So I'm gonna try and do some stuff there, but as I said, it's dead middle of the day right now. It's 4 o'clock. The sun's blaring. It's really hot. It's like 32 degrees outside. So let's gonna maybe head back to the island and see if I can find a drink or something like that. And I'll show you around what, as I'm walking around, I'll show you guys what Lamma Island actually looks like. Oh man, I just started walking around the top part, just around the beach that was behind me in that last shot, and just came across this. Amazing. Well, there's some guy down there, so you must be able to get down there somehow. You know, mine is just jumping the railing here. But you can definitely get some good long exposure stuff down there. Yeah, this is what I want to come up and see, because I saw a pavilion behind me and I was looking, and this is it here. It's got some graffiti on it, but sort of bad place to chill out for the day. Damn, I'm surprised I never came to this island before. It's incredible. It's so nice. So like peaceful, amazing. Well, that's me back at the pavilion that you saw earlier. I've just come back after walking around the island for about 45 minutes, an hour or so, which you've just seen, compressed into a couple minutes. Just sitting down for a minute, just having a drink. I bought myself a drink and some chips just to eat. But I figured while I'm here just hanging out, waiting for the sun to get a little less harsh, because it's still really quite harsh. And it's currently just coming to 10 to 5 right now. The sun doesn't set till like, what did I say, 10 to 7 or something. So that's the waves crashing. The tide is actually starting to rise. I was looking at tide tables before. Oh, nice breeze. That's a good breeze. Actually, you probably saw in that video, there's a lot of bars, a lot of little like alcove bars kind of thing that have all got waterfronts on them. I have to say I was very tempted to go in and just have a couple of drinks and wait, but I don't want to have any drinks, especially while I'm here just by myself and I'm going to be walking around rocks and stuff. It's very dangerous, don't ever do that. But yeah, what was I say before? Yeah, the tides. I was looking at a tide chart before. Its lowest point was at like 2 o'clock or something like that, and it is starting to rise, but it's not going to rise till its full height. It's only going to rise to like 1.5 meters, but that's at like 10 to 10 or 20 to 10 or something. It's really quite late tonight. But the tide this morning was like 2.3 meters or something like that, but that was at like 7:40. So it clearly does get quite a lot higher, as you can tell by that boat area where all the boats were, all the fishing boats, they were just on sand at that point. So obviously the tide does go a lot higher, but not this morning. Well, it was this morning, but now it's gone down. So hopefully the tide will go up a little bit. I don't need it to go up too much, and it won't go up too much, especially not for the time period that I'll be shooting it, because I'm going to be shooting at about 7-ish, so it's not going to be super high. But I guess I'm just going to chill out here. I've actually got all my gear here. I'm going to actually just show you all the gear that I brought with me for the trip. I've brought, for the tripod, if I can get it out, the TQC14 with the BH30 ball head. This is the travel tripod because it fits in the bag. Don't know if you've seen my gear bag video, but it's basically showing you, that's the reason why I have this tripod. Even with the ball head on, it fits in my bag perfectly. Gear and gadget wise, I've brought my usual kit bag with all the filters and cables and all that jazz that I always bring with me, like the lease system and all that. For camera, obviously it's my 5D3, which I'll just have here in the pouch again, and I just brought my Sigma 24-105. This is the reason why I bought it, is to travel with, so I figured why not put my money where my mouth is and actually try it out for today. It's really quite windy. Hopefully you can still hear me. Hopefully the audio is okay. But yeah, I thought I'd just show you the gear that I have with me for the trip. I'm going to probably start setting up the camera soon after I've had, a little bit of a snack and a bit of a break, because walking around in the sun is pretty hot. And then I'm going to start going around different places to see what I want to shoot for today, and hopefully shoot around here a little bit, around the rocks maybe, down there maybe, not sure. I want to shoot back at the beach, but actually I think I might do the beach for the sunset stuff, I'm not sure. But I'm going to walk around to these other areas around here, around the island here. You can see all these different areas, amazing looking areas, to see what I can find there. You can definitely do a lot of stuff here, for sure. A lot of it's really quite pretty, very picturesque, very beachy, not the very atypical Hong Kong that people think about. So I'm definitely looking forward to shoot today, and hopefully coming back here in the future, because this is a really nice place. I actually really like it here. So yeah, hopefully we will get some good shots today. You are absolutely not going to believe this. I don't have my adapter ring for my leaf filters. It's back in Shanghai. It's probably still on my 16-35. Bollocks! That means all this that I brought with me is completely useless, because I can't fit it onto my lens. That's absolutely stupid. I wanted to use a much worse word then, but I won't. I'm so pissed at myself for that. As soon as I started thinking about it, when I was actually opening up my bag, I was like, you know what? I'm not sure where that adapter ring is, because I normally just leave it on my 16-35 because that is my go-to lens for 95% of stuff. And I was like, no, you know what? I'll just throw this in my bag instead, because I wanted to try this out. So, there are a couple of workarounds I can do. One is just to hold the filter in front of it, but I don't like doing that because it introduces, sometimes you can shake the lens, plus you have a light leak as well because it can come in behind it because you're not having it dead up to the glass. Oh, that's really, really sodding annoying. Okay, so I'm not going to be doing any filter stuff today. So, I guess I'm just going to be doing HDR-y stuff, which means I really need to wait for sunset. I can't really shoot anything until sunset right now, because you can't really do much. I might as well try and shoot right now. I mean, I'm up at this area here, but I don't know. I'm going to try, do something, maybe, but it's so bright, because you can just see the sun is just glaring at me. The shutter speed is just going to be so quick. Man, I'm really pissed at myself. I'm so pissed. Can't believe I forgot that. Okay, so I've had some time to vent my rage, I guess is probably the way I put it. I'm still really, really mad at myself, the fact that I forgot the adapter ring to put all my filters on, but I've just got to accept it at this point. I can't go back. That would just be defeating the whole point. That would be really defeatist of this, and it wouldn't set a good example to you guys. So I'm definitely going to stick around. You know, you have to remember, up until less than a year ago, I didn't even have my filters, my leaf filters. I just relied on what I could do with HDR. So that's what I'm going to do again. I'm actually going to be shooting twice today, hopefully. With all the rocks here on the beach, I figured out two different compositions. One is more suited for a sunset, just to do with the situation where the rocks will be leading and then to where the sun is actually going to be setting. Because it's pretty much where it is currently, it's just going to be setting straight down. It's just super bright right now. It's just so, and that's why you can see I'm just sweating buckets. It's just, it's got really nice clouds along the actual, I'll show you guys, hopefully I'll be able to show you without it being super overexposed. But along this line here, there's clouds everywhere. The sun is there, it's super bright, but it's going to be setting like there. So it's almost like the sun, actually if you look at the sun pattern on Sunseeker, it's just like straight down kind of thing. So that's where the sun is going to set. Then after that, like in the blue hour, you know, stuff, you know, like the hour afterwards, where you get all the really nice color. Hold on, let me just see if I can, there you go. All that nice color. I'm gonna hopefully try and do that, but it's just a matter of waiting now for the sun to actually set. It should set in the next hour, but yeah, that was a piss move that I forgot that filter thing. So that's a lesson to everybody there that has leaf filters. Always remember to bring your adapter ring, especially if you're bringing a new lens and you leave your adapter ring on your normal lens all the time, like I did. Stupid move, but lesson learned, I guess, at this point. Just have to accept it, move on, and still try and get some shots today. It's gonna be really defeatist if I just go home in a big huff. It's gonna be no point for me, and it's gonna set a really bad example for you, as I said. So I'm just gonna hang around in the shade as it's slowly disappearing and hopefully try and get something today. Okay, sunset is starting to happen. It's now behind that big block of cloud there, which is slightly worrying, I'll be honest, but hopefully we'll get something out of it. Actually, I've just finished shooting this that pagoda thing that I was having snacks on before. It's gone now, but the sun was bouncing all this great light on it, so I managed to do some shots of that. I think by the time I actually set the tripod up, it was a little too late. I was doing handheld shots just to check it out, and you got some really nice glow off it, but I was a little too late by the time I got the tripod set up, because you come here by ferry, right? But the ferries are going across here. There's actually a ferry just there. I don't know if you can tell, but when the ferries come along, it makes a big wave which then comes crashing onto the water. So where the waves normally end up, they end about here, right? You can see them, you know, just about there. But when the boats come through, it pushes a big pile of water and they come up to here. So I couldn't set up the tripod and get it ready, and by the time I did, it was all a little too late. But again, I'm doing brackets because I can't do anything for the filter, but I think I pretty much got it now. It didn't take too long, just autofocus, f8 and ISO 50 kind of thing. Now I guess I'm just going to start setting up for the first sunset shot. It's worrying that that's just a big block of cloud there. Let's see if we can expose it. It's just that thing there, it's just all cloud. Hopefully when it sets some color will come through it, but we'll see how we go. Alright, well I'm set up here, you can see. That's what it looks like here. And unfortunately all the sunset is actually happening behind that big cloud. Don't know if you can see it there. Let's see if I can just show you. There's just that big block of cloud. Sunset's happening, but it's behind it. So I don't know what's gonna happen here. It actually looks great though. The whole sky looks brilliant. You can see it. See if I can show you on screen. That's kind of the composition we're going for. The only problem is we've got this area here of just like emptiness, but I don't know. It's been a long, annoying day now. I'm just gonna keep shooting away. Hopefully that cloud clears or something, unless I just have to wait until blue hour, and then maybe we'll get something else. These bloody ferries, man! They nearly knocked all my stuff over. I had my phone on this rock here, and my phone got absolutely soaked in water. But on the plus side, we may have got some stuff for good water flow here. Because the water's been taken out, we've been getting good water movement. Sorry, I haven't been talking much in videos because it's been really, like, I even forgot to take it off autofocus. Like, I'm not used to shooting with this lens. I'm very used to shooting my 16-35 and I have a routine for it, not for this one. I don't know why I forgot to take it off autofocus. I thought I did, but yeah. Okay, so if a scale of 1 to 10, I would definitely give that a mediocre 5. A lot of stuff just went wrong in that shoot, including that thing that the sun's actually hiding behind is it's called an island. Didn't really realize it because there was lots of low-hanging cloud around there. So I didn't really realize it was an actual island until I'm just looking at it now. They must be getting a great sunset, but the sunset is really hiding. But I'm going to try and stick around, because if this was the UK, I would have said, you know, sod this and just gone home. But because I've traveled all the way here, I'm going to stick around. I'm actually moving to try and do another shot with these rocks here. And because I've got my zoomy lens, it might work a little bit, but, you know, it's just getting set up and hopefully I won't get trounced by waves. I haven't talked that much because there's been a couple of couples and stuff to experience the sunset as a couple, and it looks really weird, just one lonely guy talking to a camera. But most people are left. One last couple's on the other side of the beach, so I'm not really caring anymore. I'm actually quite concerned with my iPhone because it got soaked and the water came from the top of the phone, and you can actually go into my phone because my glass is the framework's coming off into the phone, so you can actually kind of see the innards. So water probably has definitely got inside my iPhone right now. It's a good thing they're announcing a new one in a week or so. Oh, that's kind of nice. There's some good orange stuff here, but that's way too hard to get to the other side of that island, especially right now. So I'm going to set up this, and I've got a nice little seat to sit down on. I'm really pissed that I don't have my filters and stuff to work, like my polarizer. Like, I'd love to try and use my polarizer right now. I actually did do some shots where I held the little stopper just in front of the lens. You guys didn't see because my hands were so crazy full and busy. Didn't really work because the exposure times were just changing all over the place. It may work, it may not. I didn't really get a chance to review the images that much. I didn't think that it worked from when I was reviewing the images when they were popping up on screen, but I think there's going to be a lot of post work to get these to work right, especially because it's HDR, and I hate working with HDR because although HDR is great, it's just a lot of work. A lot of work is involved to get it right. It's going to be a bit of a pain in the butt, but I'm definitely going to have to try it now. But I want to get set up with this shot before I just lose all my light right now. So hopefully I can get something for the second shot here. Okay, I've actually got a pretty cool composition. Ironically enough, it's like super zoom back. It's like at 25, no, it's more like 30 millimeter. Actually, it's more like 32 millimeters, so it's not super zoomed out. But let me see if I can show you here on screen. I've got the blinky set, but you can see there's this rock. It's just here, and then you got that rock there, and you got a bit of the island there poking through on the right. Just gives nice context, and then you actually have the city in the background over there. Don't know if you can actually see it. Is that the city? No, I'm sorry. It looks like the city, but it's actually just mountains. It looks like city though. Haha. And it's now kind of bluey hour, nice color in the top bits of the sky. So we're getting somewhere. The last exposures are really nice, soft water, not in the blinkies at all. Sky's in the blinkies, but that's why you do HDR, because then when you do a couple of brackets, you can bring your sky back in. So, we're actually doing okay for this one. It's getting dark pretty quickly though, especially because the sun is hidden behind that mountain. So I'm just going to fire off 5 more brackets. Yeah, it's dark. These are long. 4th, 5th, 1 second, 2 seconds, and 4 seconds. That's a lot. That's a long exposure time. Yeah, and the white balance keeps changing all the time. Some shots it's, you know, the purple, blue color it's meant to be. Sometimes it's green. Obviously I can change that in post. It's just annoying to look at on screen. But yeah, that's cool. Okay, I think I just want to review. That sky's okay, yeah. So the only weird thing is, let me see if I can. No, it's way too far away. But in this strip of cloud here, there's just this blob, a black blob, just in the middle of it. It looks really strange, especially on camera. It looks like dirt. It looks like dirt actually on camera. I want to just sweep through. There are other ones where you could actually clone it out with using another shot from another thing. Okay, all right, I know what I'm doing with that. Okay, I'm gonna do one more set and then that was just a weird fly thing. Then I'm gonna move. Okay, so I have moved, but it is really dark now. It's so dark. In fact, look at this, it's so dark. I honestly don't think I'm gonna be able to shoot for much longer because even the brackets are like 20 seconds. The darkest exposure of -2 is like 2 seconds long. It's so long. Yeah. I'm pretty much, it's over at this point. You're done. I'm literally just trying to grab some last minute images, but that's it pretty much done for today. It's really dark. All the street lights are on. Tide is coming in. I need to get going. So let's just couple more sets and then I'm going home. So tell you what, I should probably end it here, I guess, because it's now just me going to be journeying home. Let me just do, okay, we'll let that do its exposure thing. 30 seconds is my last exposure for +2. So okay, well today hasn't been super successful because I forgot my adapter, my wide angle adapter ring for my leaf filters, which made today a little bit difficult. As you saw when I was trying to do this landscape stuff, it was pretty difficult because I didn't have my filters. I couldn't use the polarizer. It's been a difficult day, but hopefully I got something out of it. I haven't reviewed the images. I don't know. Let me just see if you can still, yeah, you can still kind of see me on screen. That's that 30-second exposure done. The water looks very creamy and well exposed. The clouds in the sky are exposed in other exposures, so hopefully we get something. But I hope you've enjoyed this one. I'm definitely going to be coming back here, and obviously with actually my correct filters to do my stuff, to do the things. But this is a cool place, Lamma Island in Hong Kong. I've never been here before. I'm definitely going to be coming back here. There's some very amazing places to shoot here, as long as you know where you're going. So hopefully you've enjoyed this one. I'll catch you in the next one.